Hello, helps if I turn the microphone on. I'll get used to this wonderful world of Twitch one day. But yet, welcome to the stream. It's time to get things going. Had a very interesting thing earlier. My version of Visor, my phone updated, so we'll see how that goes today. But it seems to be working. So far so good. So, good afternoon, Eeyore. Hopefully the music is not too loud. Hard to tell because studio stuff. So I have, once I get used to this, a set of objectives. So one is open up my Portkeys, which I have all of them, and hopefully I have it on the mode where I just scroll and don't have to turn around in my chair. And then I have the challenges. So I did do a couple of fortresses yesterday. It's basically for my dailies. They kind of counted. And a whole bunch more XP to get, and 8 more challenges on top of that. That'd be cool. And then I always tap out of this. There we go. And then in the registry we have got 3 sets of dialogue to go through. Apparently the dialogue is really good. The 3 that I've had so far are pretty good. So Kingsley, spoiler alert, Kingsley Shacklebolt had invented the dart detector thingy. And both Harry and Ron have dreams where... Oh, I forgot his name now. Oh no! The bad guy. The guy that caused all this mess in the first place was saying that has been trapped for a year. Thank you, Grim Foley. Die. I tell you, I have bad hay fever lately, and I've taken like these tablets, but they make you really drowsy. So this will be fun. Right. Loads of XP from the I got a bunch of XP the other day. I think I've got like 16k from one and some crazy amount from the other one, which actually helped my leveling. So actually the best graphic for leveling is actually the one in the left hand corner. So I'm just over 3/4 of the way to level 43, which is quite nice. I'm actually quite surprised that there are 7 people watching. I wasn't quite sure at this time of day how it was going to work out. So I think I am going to... Hang on, before I go in there. Because it's Wizarding XP. Do I have a Rain Elixir? I do have a Rain Elixir. I'll whack that on. Yes, this is like the second time I've been on Twitch. I'm trying to get into it. 11 PM. Yes, because you're like somewhere in Asia. Somewhere in... I can't remember where you're from now. I didn't actually ask directly where you were from because I didn't want to be that freaky. But I did wonder if I'd catch you because no one streamed it this time. Did I put the Brain Elixir on? I did, so I better get cracking. Great. So, let's do a few of these, and then take a break, and then we'll do it with teammates. The problem with this thing is you see 2 people, and then you go in and it sits there for absolutely ages. Then by the time you get in there, it's gone. Never mind. Lag. Yeah, there aren't not any of us in the UK. There was a few of us to start with, and they sort of disappeared. I might have to kind of like see if we can chase them up and find out where they've gone. Okay, why do you later reach though? But yeah, I'll do my best. Oh, got 2 auras. That's always good for me. I like it when there's more than 1 aura. I always hopefully get some focus. And it looks like it's just going to be us. Hopefully they don't bail on me in the last 10 seconds. What is a good time? Is this a good time for people? I'm having a really late lunch today. I'm not eating. I've eaten, but I'm not actually had a lunchtime break, so I'm finishing work early. This is a lot of professors. That changed. Now, are we going to get focus? Probably not. I'm gonna shield the aura anyway, and we don't have a magic do, so I'll just take on Necromancer. I'll be nice. I'll take him on. Because we can't see like the wizarding levels of, not wizarding levels, but the level in the skill tree. We can't tell easily whether you need to shield anybody or not. It's a bit of a pickle, especially in the lower chambers, because there could be newbies and have really quite low levels. And you think, I don't need to do that. I'll just put proficiency power on, and then you realise they're getting killed, and it's like it's only a tower 3. Yeah, so that could happen. So if it takes us a couple of goes to realise what's going on, that can happen. I think we put a thing in with the developers. I certainly did it by phases before she left, so hopefully that's on their table as a possible thing. I've also seen in Reddit quite a lot of people. I've seen people only people to go on Reddit from the YouTubers. I don't quite sure what that's about. I don't post my videos on them because, well, I kind of believe in that philosophy that Reddit is a place for text. So if you like text, that's kind of where you go. But I did do the funny video on there. Did anybody catch that really quick video I did of the if Harry Potter spellcasting was like Wizards Unite spellcasting? That proved a heck of a lot more popular than I thought it would. Right. Interesting. I'm actually the one doing the worst out of everybody. The proficiency spell has been cast already, so shield the aura. We've already had shielding on them, so shield over the enemies. Sequel. It's always weird when you got one missing. Was this a good time for everybody? Just wondering. So I can't really do much later than this, but I could probably do earlier than this. But I do want to make it such a way that it was like 3 o'clock in the morning for America as well. So I don't know. I have a best guess scenario. So how's everybody doing on this event? Has everyone finished it? Ooh. Cool. Yeah, Valky's pretty cool. He has that kind of the hold on you, whole like Australian time zone thing going on down there. And if it's an event that starts at like midnight local time, that's definitely the guy to watch, because his local time begins more than most of us, I think. Well, it's a weird thing where there's not much I can do, apart from not much I can do on this. Wait now. Yes, the Brothios. I can't actually remember what the bonus one looks like. I think that's the one that has the highest level chambers in it. Or did they actually scrap that all together now? Because at one point you had to win your highest level chamber, which no one ever likes. That one. Just checking on my surface. Set 4. Yeah, is highest unlocked chamber still on the bonus round? Because that's always a fun one. I'm trying to chase people around to see if I can see numbers. Oh, they need one more with people. And have also been seeing all the toadstools around as well, spawning. Okay, cool. Hopefully I'll get to that at some point. I don't think I'm not quite sure if I record those or not, because they take me like 2 or 3 days to record them. By the time I get the video out, the event's kind of over. It's a bit of a weird one, that one. Also love looking at the names of the people. So I think they've got some really cool usernames. I thought this one was quite easy. apart from if you read my vlog, watch the vlog, set 3 was pain in the arse to me, but other than that I found it quite easy. Yeah, I could do a bit of a beating. Let me knock this one out. And then... I never had much success beating. I found random name once, and that was it. What can we do? Wait till the last 30 seconds. Be that guy. Oh, well, heck. Let's do it together. I don't like bailing on people at the last minute. You also get that thing where you get like 3 seconds towards the end and all of a sudden the chamber fills up. It's very weird. Oh, they're going to run out of light. Oh, I was late to the last 3 seconds. Dark 5 looks empty now. I think I just need to do one more with people. Okay, I might sit and beacon for a bit. Although actually, what I will do, I'll open up the Portkeys, then I'll beacon for a bit. That's what I'll do. Oh, I have done the 3 teammates one, which is quite good. That's a red book that I'm holding on to my red books at the moment, because I know as soon as I start another profession, that skill trees will open up. Okay, Portkeys. Oh, let's actually mark these objectives are done. So I have them all lined up. I've also got a very tasty 5k, which fills the 10k there sitting there as well. I do try to fill these up towards the end, just so I don't pick up more brilliance by accident. And I try and book them all off before the next brilliance. Ooh, I've not seen this yet. It's the Great Hall, which I've actually been in. Like my claim to fame. The one on set. Did you know originally that in the first movie the candles were actual candles suspended by like I'll say a fishing line, but made out of metal. But the only problem is they did drip wax everywhere, which was a bit of a mistake. So subsequently, after that first movie, they changed to CGI candles. But if you go on the tour, they actually have the candles going up and down, and it shows you how they animated it in IRL. And where those doors are at the back is where I proposed to my wife. It's quite nice. Every time I watch the movie, it's like, oh, we've got married there. We're not married there, but proposed there. I know random crap. So, 2,400 XP, not bad. It's always such a nice surprise when you get XP now from Portkeys, because it was such a rare thing when they nerfed it all. Portkey, but I always find I thought it was quite funny that there's a Portkey and a Portkey. The whole Portkey inception thing. I thought it was quite a nifty idea. Ooh, I see the roof. I guess it's just like post Dumbledore without the magic ceiling thing. 3 XPs. 4 XPs. You lucky. So this is the whole thing, right, about the fragment thing. Because the whole missing fragment stuff. Because first I was annoyed I think I went through like the 5 stages of grief or whatever it was about that. Because I got annoyed and then believed that it would be fixed, and then it wasn't. But then I thought I'd change my mindset on how I view it. So, because really the fragments are only really there to get you to get the page prestige, right? So even if I hadn't lost the fragments and prestige that page, I would still start with 0 fragments on the next page anyway. So if you kind of see it as the fragments as a means to prestige the page, then it's not a really big deal. Well, that's how I convinced myself anyway. I mean, it was a shame to lose my 2 sweeping evils that I had, but if I prestige the page normally anyway, I wouldn't have kept them onto the next page. So I don't know. That's the way I've reasoned with it in my mind. Hey. Done. Another one bites the dust. Right. Let's see what the dialogue is. I'm still making sure I'm recording this to my hard drive because I need to keep a copy of all the dialogue for the Task Force Times when I write it. Well, I think it's going to take a couple of issues to get through this stuff. Yeah, well, one of those things I've about the Calamity spell, those portmanteaus. Amazing attention to detail. Invent something mechanical like that. So, the portmanteaus were invented by the Calamity? Study where the USS Task Force in effect to determine why the Calamity focuses on particular locations. Okay, so Portkey portmanteaus are made by whoever did the Calamity. Departure denied. No, I've not seen that. I never thought to look for a podcast. I love podcasts, but I'm quite enough hooked into the Lady Alchemist audiobook at the moment. I will definitely look at that. Who hosts it? I don't suppose there's anybody I know. Ooh, okay, I'll do that. Departure denied. Which is actually quite funny. That's a good name for part. It's not called a departed. That could mean a whole host of different things. Right. So, objectives. And Portkey, which I was supposed to do first, but I got too excited about getting into fortresses. Ooh, I've got a potion to collect. Hang on. Okay. Ah, yeah, please, that'd be awesome. That means I can save it for later. Because my phone is otherwise indisposed. So, yeah, I'll keep it on the notepad, thanks. Hopefully they're on Podbean, which is what I use. I'm running out of things. I need to go out hunting for ingredients. I'll put on in the meantime. Total draft, that's always useful. I'll get me through until I get my ingredients going. There's 4 people in Fury Chamber 3. I would beacon, but I'll run out of things to talk about quite quickly unless I'm playing the game. I didn't actually prepare like a whole bunch of trivia. Which is what I did tell myself I'll do for the next time I stream. I want to see that podcast now. I have this thing about like podcasts have to start from the beginning. And I spent like 3 months completely binge listening to a podcast. Okay, I'm going to say reaching for 3. 2 of us can do it, right? I don't need the 3 things anymore. No problem. Oh, they press joined. Surely they don't need to wait. Oh, I'll just shield the order for politeness. There's always that thing like, do you shield or do you proficiency first? I don't know. A lot of things saying shielding first is a bit more of a better thing. Obviously, when you're doing forests and docks. But sometimes we're doing tower chambers and I do proficiency first, then realise everyone's getting killed. So I guess it depends on like. Give it a minute. Do that then. I'll do the easy one, you do the hard one. Well, that makes a lot of difference to be fair, because it takes you 2 shots in. I'd always wonder, like, it's always a mystery of what level the person is on the other side. Yeah, a little bit OP, honest. So it's not even mine. Right. Of course, doing this way, it's going to probably get the XP out. Oh no! I always do that. Okay, let's do something a bit more challenging. Might as well. Hope it doesn't empty out by the time I get there. Should definitely help the XP. If I don't get a fragment from this, I'm not going to get a fragment from anything. Wow, there's only 30 seconds to wait. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Ah. Copy. So I'm using the Ob Studio plugin, so it's a bit funky to grab my notepad. Thank you for the link. I'll definitely listen to that later. I did want to do like a whole bunch of conspiracy stuff myself, but there wasn't enough information coming out about the storyline. Ah! Save. Okay, better. Oh, jolly good. Harry Potwall, hi. I have just been stuffed because my team just left me. That's Harry. Have you seen? I guess you've seen all the books and seen all the movies and read all the books. Okay, let's not do that. Everyone's bailing on me. I think I'll wait till later in the evening to do the Dark Chambers. A little bit better that way. Yeah. Ah, seen all the things. I have done most of the dialogue. I'm still waiting on the flag and the potions dialogue. Wow, this will be fun. So yeah, I'll definitely be keeping notes, making sure I'm recording it all as well, so I can. Oh great, there's a whole bowl of professors. Welp. We can't give each other focus, so I might just jump in. I'll just do the bad one. Normally I save all the dialogue to the end, but things have changed a little bit now because you can prestige the images. So I tend to the 2 sets of 15s that you have to pick out in the wild. I will raid those as they come up, so I can get all the extra bonuses when I can re-prestige them. But yes, it's definitely been interesting dialogue. Especially Grim Foley talking to people from in their dream state. It's kind of weird. It's not creepy at all, how is it? So I don't know where he's been in prison. Yeah, the mind boggles kind of what's going on. Because it's not like a... Oh, I'm from the UK here, by the way. Yeah, I don't know, I'm confused. Because the whole thing about him using the ancient spells in the love room, in the... I can't help say love room. In the... Just a second. Seems a waste. How come? Oh yeah. So yeah, the whole thing about the thing in the love room. So using the spell in the love room caused the calamity somehow. But if Grimm's been imprisoned, that suggests somebody has done it, and someone's also made Portkey portmanteaus. I would cast proficiency power, but there's literally not going to help anybody. The thing I do is shield myself. I guess I can. We've got that's a 4-star. That's a 4-star. Yeah. I do really miss having a proper story though, as in like some interaction between the characters and stuff like that. As in like in the book type written storyline. It'd be nice to see how like Constance Pickering interacts with Hermione and etc. on like a daily basis. And it'd also be nice to see the Wizarding World as it's functioning nowadays. Which would be quite cool. Because everything... We kind of had Cursed Child, which I did see in London, which is actually quite good to see. The script's a bit dry to what... If you got the script book, it's a bit weird to read because there's no context. But yeah, the actual play's very good. I have nothing I can do with my... Hold on, focus and nowhere to go. Right. So take a little while. So yeah. I still don't know if they're actually going to release a story. Or whether it's always going to be like the whole like one-liners thing. Through brilliant events and other sort of... So I would say tasks, but tasks don't give you dialogue. It's only registries. So I don't think that the community day is going to give us a lot. Unless there's tasks in community day. You know, it's really hard to talk and actually play this game at the same time. Oh dear. There we go. Bye bye. Back in the last one. Two out of 3. Right, any more. Try not to go into that dark 5. Because they all bailed on me last time. Don't trust them. Ah, thanks. What was really hard was trying not to do this all day. Just try not to play the game all day, to wait until 4 PM before I started doing this. I was like, where do I finish it off? Look up that podcast while it's Oh, it's Cardiff Wizard Unite Community. Ah. Is it like Cardiff, UK? I can never quite tell, because in America there always seems to be an equivalent to every town that we've got. Always confuses me. Ooh, we've got an aura. This could start. How many episodes are there? Oh, there's quite a few episodes. Oh, well, 10 more episodes. It's quite a lot of episodes. Okay. Ooh, let's crack on. Let's get in. Let's get it done. Nicely lined up for us. So, are we going to get focused today? Nope. Not from him. Sure. Guess we'll do it the hard way. I'm going to hold fire for a second. That's because it looks like the professors will have to do the acromantula. And that is elite. I actually have a potion for elites, so I should probably do the acromantula. Might be a good idea. Also, as it's like, look how painful this is. What's with that for magic too? Okay. I guess there's only so many parts you can do on the storyline. My brain is going to run out. Well, this is going to be a close one. Probably should have shielded myself. Done the greedy thing. Shielded myself. I do have a shield on, apparently. Wait, nope, I missed. I am going to drop that on before it kills me. Come at me, bro. I'm actually quite surprised how much Lynette can actually do on the stories and conspiracy theories. Well, no one's been shielding, so. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, there's so many elites in this. Yeah, I imagine it's a bit hard to... It's going to be hard work, this chamber. See, I originally thought the way that the game was going to work out with a storyline, I thought it was going to be a bit more like Ingress. Ingress has all that neat YouTube videos that support it as well, and then when you try like a global challenge, they'll be like, depending on which side wins, it then changes the outcome of the story. No magi, completely magiless. This is a problem. Do well at healing potions. I need to put my shield on myself now, because I don't really want to have that shield. I don't know what the other guys are doing. This is close. Okay. Yeah, so I was kind of hoping the more on the storyline front. So I was hoping that, yeah, I don't know, certain challenges or something could influence the game. Show myself. I do have a funny feeling I am the only one using any sort of potions. Okay. Gonna bite the bullet. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, ingress takes a bit to get used to. Oh well. I'll save that for the veil if it ever turns up. Can't hurt me. That's what a fully shielded professor feels like. Oop. It's a miracle. Yeah, I have master professorship. Nish nish. But also when you get this proficiency power is quite helpful. Yeah, but shielded against elite foes, and if they got a certain hex against them, and they can't do me damage, which is quite nice. Well, I can't remember which hex it is. Power minus 50%, I think that's the one. So that minus 50% power against a shielded professor means it can't actually hurt. Hey, Slitherwin! Ouch. He distracted me. What? Oh yeah, it's relatively early for you, right? Yeah, Mortal Auras would be pretty good, wouldn't it? But that's just why we always shield auras first. That's kind of one of the main reasons for it. Oh, there's not much I can do now. Yeah, I think Mathias can become more as well. Are you working on a second tree? That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to time it so people in Pacific time could actually tune in. But I didn't know anyone was crazy enough to actually watch it this time in the morning. Right. Where are we on our status? I mean, it would be good to do. There are less magizoologists than anybody else. So if you're looking for a second profession, that's quite a useful one to do. 4 more to go. Some challenges. See, my XP is slowly catching up, so I'm doing a decent spread of higher and lower chambers. So hopefully they'll finish around that same sort of time. And this room is getting warm. It's quite a cold day today, but for some reason. If I open up the skylight, it messes up my lighting. I don't actually need professors. Oh, that's interesting. Almost like lots of professors and auras. No ones. Every time I look on a group, especially when I play in the night bus, it's always magizoologists seem to be the last ones in. But what surprised me about the night bus is it's not regional. I would have thought that, it would have been hosted regionally. So you would have had so many slots. Up by 5:30? You ain't got kids, have you? He doesn't have children. I'm kind of looking forward to the next phase of night busness. Hopefully that will be something on the lines of. It's quite bright. Can't change it now. Just point it away from the face. That's better. Yes, hopefully we can get our own sort of groups of friends together. Like a little raid party. That'd be quite cool. God, this is the tower chamber. It's quite funny when you have like 3 professors, no auras or Magizus, and you're all sitting there going, well, I just got the focus that I've got and I can't do anything with it. So it's always a bit weird when it goes that way. It's almost like solo play when you're a whole bunch of professors. All professors. It's like a convention. One thing I want to try is use the visor app. Matches you. Please come with us. Use the visor app on my Surface, and I can use the proper stylus and see if it's easier to trace using Microsoft Surface. Oh, thank God we got a Magizu. New shield. I'll have that werewolf before anyone else does. No! Okay, never mind. They were quick. Okay, let's take the weakest Earthling. Let's help out our Magizu a little bit. Because they've got an elite to contend with as well, so. And I had nothing else to go for, so, you know, it's completely legal. Going off. My own thing. So, Zealman, are you still playing Wizards Unite much? I must remember there's a lag now on the chat thing. You know, I never used to like playing Fortresses until the Nightbus came out. I have to admit. It was kind of a necessary thing I had to do on my walk. And I always had to go the same way every time because there's only one fortress. So I always had to do the same walk every day. But now, I don't have to. It's pretty cool stuff I want to show you when things calm down on the COVID-19 front. So, there's a nice walk. I don't want to steal that from you. Where's that Magizu over there? Let's take another low one. There's a nice walk which has these park benches, which they're along the trail, so to speak. So it's kind of covered in trees, and a gravel trail. And every so often there's a bench, but they're not just normal benches. They're actually carved out of tree trunks, and they've all got like theming, and they're all like they've been carved by fairies. And there's one of them which has got like 5 little thrones that you can sit on in an arch. And it always reminds me of Lord of the Rings. So next time I do a vlog, I can go that way. It's a bit further to walk. But now I'm starting to feel a bit more confident I can actually sit down on these things. I've been avoiding sitting down on park benches and stuff. So I don't want to catch anyone. Slytherin's fallen off the wagon. Oh, there's one more shot left in this. Catch up with the chat in a second. You stop shooting at me. Go away. Right. I was just I never play Fortresses with my wife, which we went around as well. So it'd be me, the dog, my wife, and the baby. Came around. Well, I think it's like, I don't know, it's not the biggest of towns. Anything else we need to cover? Let's see. So there is another guy that plays, because I was in a vlog. Doing a vlog once, and then I saw the dark detectors. That was it on an inn, which is my normal route, but I couldn't find anyone by it. So I think there's a guy in a house right next to the inn that actually plays. But sort of looking through their window, wasn't sure who it was. Yeah, I like mean doing Fortress on your own is kind of a bit dull. You're just going through the same motions. And I only ever did Tower Chamber 2. Which is weird. I'm doing Tower Chamber 5, but I didn't see any point in challenging myself. I did manage to unlock Dark 2 on my own. But yeah. I think there was a event. You had to unlock a new chamber. And yeah, that didn't go so well. But I did it eventually, but boy, did it use a lot of patience. I can use any rooms down light now, can't I? I'll just stick with the same ones. Ah, 3 players in your building. You can't find. It's pretty cool for spawns, though. I hope they put them up in the 3s, because that's kind of how you have to do it. I'm going to this chamber quickly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got so many DVs. I don't normally sit around long enough to use them. Because normally when I'm out walking the dog. And you're not really walking the dog if you're standing in the same place for half an hour. That doesn't really count. He looks at you funny like, are we going to go anywhere? Or are we just going to stand here for half an hour? So I feel a bit guilty in that we have no auras, do we? Okay. No, I won't be a douche. I'll take on. I was lucky enough to be high enough level and ingress. Talking of ins. I could submit new ones. But I did unfortunately lose access to my account on that one. I never play it anyway, so I'm not fast. I can't actually submit new points of interest. So hopefully when it comes high enough, I might be able to. Stop taking it. Yeah. Okay. Just trying to. At what point does it become quite creepy when you're looking for other players? It's like because you can tell someone's playing either Pokemon Go or Wizards Unite or Ingress. They all have that look of there's a phone in their hand, there's a cable going into their pocket and a battery pack, and they just casually stroll along and then stop exactly where like the inn is. You're just like, well, you're playing either Wizards Unite or Pokemon Go. Me being of a certain age where I don't care anymore, I just literally just ask them, "Are you playing Pokemon Go or Wizards Unite?" And it's always blinking Pokemon Go. It's like, oh, I need a friend. Is there any point in me putting a proficiency power on? Probably not. I'll do it anyway. Okay. Let's take. No, that's the Magisu's. What am I doing? What? A Dark Wizard to Magizu. That's neutral, right? Can't remember. It wasn't my phone freezing. You could put up a poster in a lobby. Actually, you could actually start up a Facebook group and then put a poster in the lobby that points to that Facebook group. And then see who joins. Yeah, you should definitely put a poster up or something. You definitely got to get yourself a nice little raid party going on there. I don't want to take on a 5-star. Everyone shielded. Oh, fine, I'll do it. Oh, cool. I've been found. Okay, when we're done this, I'll meet in Tower 3. In that case. That'd be cool. It'll be the first time I've actually played with somebody, actually. I actually know. I don't know how you found me. Well, life's been quite boring here, and without going out anywhere. My holiday went completely out the swan. I had a cruise booked. Well, that didn't go ahead. Ooh, try visit that. Nice. Okay, so let's do a Tower 3. Oh, it's a professor party. We could talk about particle physics. I hate the time delay. And hold on today. Kind of need everything after all the prestiging going on. There you are. Okay, it's just us two then. Oh, we got the next one. Well, we'll shield each other, shall we? Ah, lay be to the Dark Wizard. And I'll look up into the set. Oh, yes. Avocado toast and eggs is awesome. I wholly agree. Now I'm actually really hungry. I'm actually really hungry because it's almost dinner time for me. So we're near on 5 o'clock. And before dinner, I have to take the dog out for a walk. And we take the baby out for a walk. Which actually means I need to finish the stream pretty soon. So I think we can get a few minutes past 5 o'clock before we just have to end it, but I didn't actually think this would take an hour. There you go. You also can't look at my... I'll do a few chamber runs. Just so... actually play together for a bit. Well, I like that one. Whee. I love it. Watch it. One hit quitters. Not that actually going to do any difference, but there we go. Someone's going for that one. I'm not going to be mean. Avocado soup. I've never had avocado soup. I might have to look that up. I'm just talking, making me hungry. Come on. Bye, boy. Of course, I can't actually check my progress. But I know I've got a flag to open. That's the funny thing, isn't it? It's always like get so much XP from this, that, and the other, and you go, I don't know what it is. I have to come off the night bus to actually find out how much XP I need. I'll use a potion because I'm getting lazy. I want avocado soup now. Cold soup. You have to let me know on Twitter what it tastes like. I think being summer, it's a good time for cold soup. Or getting near summer. Matching it from magical brethren. Great, it is fast approaching 5 o'clock, which means I have to actually go. But what I will do is I'll have a look at my registry. It's a shame because we just got into that. Well, hello. What do we have here? Cold pumpkin soup. Ah! It's my Malfoy. That just happened. Pardon me. Have a potion. So, Malfoy, aka Wizardway Chris. Melted ice cream. Yeah, it's getting cooler here now. I think today was like 17 degrees or something. Or 14 degrees. It's been like 25, which has been quite nice. Wait, what's our status? Alright, I was going to do a very quick ruins. We'll do a proper marathon of fortresses at some point as well. But yes, this is an hour-long stream because at 5 o'clock I have to do my duties. 90 Fahrenheit. Alexa, what's 90 Fahrenheit in centigrade?
90 degrees Fahrenheit is 32.2 degrees Celsius.
That is quite toasty. Right, I'm just going to knock this out so I can get those that task done. And I think we'll actually have to open up the last of the challenges at the end. This keeps me company, Alexa, during the day. My wife's working downstairs, I'm working upstairs. And, we did share the same study, which did work for a while, but she does a lot of conference calls. And every time I had to take a phone call, I had to take it outside, and I had to walk past her computer on the way out, and they were watching me. So I got a bit self-conscious. Live streaming on the internet is not weird, but... Okay, weird world. Right, Mr. Wolfie. What the heck trace was that? I need to talk to her first. This is acceptable. Right. That'll take me a little bit longer to do that one, but I don't have time. So, what we can do is check out the last of the registry before we head off, because there should be at least one more. Ta-da! Ooh. Cool. And you ranked up once. There's that thing when you like save it all up and it ranks up about 6 or 7 times. What have we got now? I don't know if you're aware, but after I suggested using banners to identify areas of high family concentration, my boyfriend Lucas Sparrowvale spent 6 months travelling the world and placing them. How's that for dedication? I was like, one dude had to drop the ball. Son might have him home to meet Mum. Oh, that's quite random. Cool. Well, I think I did most of the objectives. Managed to do the 10 charges. But we didn't complete the registry. We did do 7,000. But we were pretty close. And my slightly been slightly more towards level 43. Right. I actually have to head off, so I will be walking the dog and the baby and everything else. Yes, that chamber took take a while on the XP, but I'll be doing that on the way. I'll be doing it on the way round, so I'll be back in the night bus in around about 10 minutes, I think. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully I'll be doing this again soon. Probably part 2. It's quite handy having these fortress ones, the tasks, so I can sit here and do. But yeah, nice hanging out. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.